Hi. Can I help you? Hello. I'm just going to clean the screen real quick. Give me a second. Okay, let's see if anyone comes in. Also, let me know if you can hear me. I'm on my MacBook. Hi, Diane. Sorry, my dog's going to act crazy because I started. Okay, can hear me good. Perfect. My dog is looking crazy because I started making his food before I went live, and now he thinks that I should give it to him. He doesn't get fed till 5, so I don't know why he's acting the way he is. So if you hear him be crazy, that's why. Come here. Come here. Come here. You want to say hi? Oh, no. Okay, whatever. Anyways, hello everyone. How are you guys? Night. Don't start. Do not start. So today is the start of week 2. You want to say hi? No? Okay, he doesn't want to say hi today. You're not in a good mood? Your food is cooking. You don't eat till 5 o'clock, so don't start with me. So today starts week 2 of for you guys. I'll be again, of course, a week ahead of you guys. I'll be starting week 3. But let me know if you guys have any questions regarding the tea. The tea this week we made was amla, saw palmetto, and green tea. I will admit this week I didn't use it every day like I had planned. I just had a lot of stuff going on, and I actually ended up going to the shore with some of my friends. So I didn't use it while I was at the shore, but I did use it when I got back. And I'm going to use up the rest of it today when I film for Tip Tuesday and into week 3 for me. And y'all are starting week 2. Also, I don't know if y'all can see, my gray hairs are crazy. I am overdue for a henna treatment. I don't know if I'll be doing a henna treatment this week because I'm actually flying out to Boston early tomorrow morning, and I just don't think I'll have time today because I have a ton of things to finish. But within, I would say probably at the end of this week, I will be doing a henna treatment. Now, you guys know I'm going to be doing this like separate. Y'all don't have to do this as part of the challenge. Y'all are only focusing on the tea portion, but for me, I'm going to be doing my usual wash days. And I did mention that hold up. And I did mention that if I do any like extra treatments, I will let you guys know, just as like for reference for you guys. Okay, let me just say hi to everyone. Hi, Diane. Hi, Curly Yaya. Hi, El Monroe and Michelle, Linda, Sharon. Tiffany says, hey, I think it's my phone. My phone doesn't list you as being live right now. My computer does, though. Oh, that's interesting. Well, I hope more people come in the chat. It's only a few people, and it's fine. Hopefully people will get the replay. Hi, Ida and Sinchu. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Curly Yaya says, I live in Boston. You're coming for a hair function. No, I'm not coming for a hair function. I don't know if I told you guys. I think I did last time that I was going to take a job part-time in at Harvard Law. So I took the job. I'm working just part-time, 17 hours a week. And we have a staff retreat. So I'm going to Boston to go to our staff retreat for Harvard. And I do have some friends who are there. So like our staff retreat's on Tuesday, but I'm going Monday early, like Monday morning. So I'm going to meet some of my girlfriends and get caught up with them, have some, girl time, girl chat, hang out, all that. And then Tuesday I'll be there for work. I don't want to say it like that because it is work. Let's see here. Eliana says, hello, dear. Diane says, what can I substitute for the saw palmetto? You can use stinging nettle or horsetail. Hi, Juanita. She says, hi, how are you doing? I'm doing good. I feel like this past week I've been like super, super busy. I mentioned I was at the shore with my girlfriends. I'm good. Y'all know I moved and I'm still like unpacking and unboxing everything. Like the shelf is completely empty except for what's on top. I'm just trying to get myself situated. I still have a lot of stuff I'm trying to do at one time. And of course, I feel like this past couple of weeks have been super busy, and also y'all know, do like African dance, and I have my show coming up next Saturday and Sunday. So I have been like exhausted trying. We've been having rehearsals like 5, 6 days a week. I have rehearsals today, so I'm actually not going to be on for too much longer. But then next week is the show, and I will finally like feel like I have a little bit of my life back, and I have a little bit more time to like do some things, because rehearsals have been like on Sundays they're like 5 to 6 hour rehearsals, and then I have rehearsals Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So it's been busy, and trying to like burn the stick at both ends. So I'm just trying to get it together. But thanks for asking, Juanita. Linda says I only had and used green tea. Green tea is perfectly fine. Green tea has DHT blocking properties. It has antioxidants. Green tea alone is a really, really powerful thing. So if you only had the green tea, there was nothing wrong with just using it. Sharon says, I will be using the DHT blocker oil for scalp massages nightly instead of the tea this week. And that's perfect. Perfect. I think I like left that as an option for you guys if you had the DHT blocker. Yeah, I'm actually going to use the DHT blocker as a pre-poo, I think, today. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do for my hair, because, like I said, I got to get up early tomorrow morning, and I am like, all right. So, I do have no, because I still have a bit of the tea left. So I'll probably use the tea as a pre-poo. I'll figure it out, because I'll record whatever I'll do. I'm gonna film for you guys, and then I'll make the tea for this week, and I'll edit it while I'm on the plane or in the airport. So y'all still get your Tip Tuesday video. I'm trying to like get those out a little bit earlier. I know they've been coming in a little bit late just because, again, so I just started my job, so I work in the mornings like 9 to 1, which is not bad. It's just just more things to do. That's all. Let's see. Carton says, I love your shea butter. Can you make large bulk sizes? I will be doing larger sizes come the fall, winter. I didn't want to do anything in the summer because sometimes the butter was melting depending on where you lived at, and I didn't want to have too many issues with that. But I will be doing larger sizes or larger options. I don't know about bulk sizes, but I'll probably will at least maybe offer like a 16-ounce butter. I'll also be offering soon a 16-ounce twist cream. That has been asked quite a few times. I'm trying to also use up some of my older stuff, my older bottles, as well as order new stuff. And with the pandemic, some things come in quicker than others. Let's see here. Tiffany says, I love your shape. Oh, no, I haven't trimmed my hair yet. I have an appointment to get a cut soon, though. All right, sis. Well, I hope you still use the challenge or join the challenge, even if your hair is not trimmed. There's still a benefit to using it and, helping your hair grow some inches. I just was like, one thing I feel like we always, and sometimes I forget to say to you guys, is to do the trim. So I want to make sure that I at least mentioned it. And so, you didn't wait till the end of the challenge to like have to cut off whatever you might have grown. Auntie Z says, hi, Michelle. I experienced protein overload several months ago. I stopped using any products for protein and the major breakage has stopped. However, I'm still getting some breakage. Any advice? Are you sure at this point, you said months ago, that it is still protein overload? Because usually once you get I'll say this, most people our hair needs protein depending on the thickness of the individual strand, right? So if you have like fine to medium strands, you probably need protein more often than not. Sometimes you're experiencing breakage from lack of deep conditioning, poor combing techniques, or sometimes it's just time for a trim. So I'm curious to you, Auntie Z, what is your regimen? Are you shampooing your hair and deep conditioning weekly? How often are you moisturizing your hair? Because sometimes those things play a major factor in breakage and not necessarily the protein. Like initially could have been a protein overload, but then after that, I feel like months from now, you should be balanced. And if you're not, I would really look at your routine. Like how often are you deep conditioning? Because for me, that should be a weekly thing, and that should really balance that out within 1 to 2 washes after having severe protein overload. And what did you use also and what you experienced the protein overload? I guess that's my question. Nicole, hi Nicole. She says, "Hey Michelle and everyone, how are you, dear?" Um, Tiffany says, "Yes, I'm still doing the challenge. I just know I have to do the link check when I cut." Okay, that's fine. Yam says, "Hi Michelle, can you tell us your protein treatments regimen?" Yam, I actually have a video of my Ayurvedic whole entire regimen. Basically, I do protein treatments every 3 and 6 weeks. Well, I do a henna treatment and then I do a protein treatment. So 3 weeks protein, and then on the 6 week henna. 3 weeks later, protein on the 6 week henna. So that is how I alternate between protein and like strengthening treatments. Um, and occasionally, it's hard for me to say exactly when, but occasionally, maybe I would say every 9 weeks. Yeah, every 9 weeks, I'll do an AphoG treatment. It doesn't happen every 9 weeks, but I don't know. I would say maybe I'll just say it like this: 3 to 4 times a year, I will do a hardcore protein treatment. Y'all know, usually I will use my strengthening hair mask that I have, that I make, and then I will only use AphoG a couple times a year. And it's hard for me to tell, but it's for me, it's when I know I need something stronger. When I don't know, when my hair seems to just not be responding the way I need it to be. Also, I do use the AphoG their keratin shampoo. I actually used it this past wash day. I just felt like my hair needed some strength, and I didn't want to do like a whole strengthening AphoG treatment or using my strengthening hair mask. I just happened to have it in the shower, so I used the AphoG keratin shampoo, which is actually I know a lot of people don't think about it, but using a shampoo whenever you use a protein treatment is actually really powerful because your cuticles are lifted with the shampoo, and then you add the protein or the proteins in it, so it really binds with the cuticles. And let me tell you, I use a shampoo, I could tell my cuticles were lifted, my hair felt stronger even just from the shampoo, and then I used my regular deep conditioner afterwards, and my hair felt amazing. I had no breakage, nothing. So I know, like, at this point, I know my hair, and I really learned to listen to my hair. And so, yeah, but usually, other than that, my routine is 3 weeks, I'll do a strengthening hair mask, and then 6 weeks, I'll use a henna treatment and alternate like that. And then 3 to 4 times a year, I'll use AphoG, just something really, really powerful and strong on my hair. Let's see. Let's see. Hi, Sassy. She says, "Hi, Michelle." Catherine says, "Can we have an African herb challenge afterwards?" Sure. And also, just I know we talk about, I labeled this video Ayurvedic tea challenge, but the challenge is actually just called an herbal tea challenge because we're actually using a mix of African and Ayurvedic herbs for this challenge, which is why I labeled, like, if you look at the actual challenge, I just labeled it herbal tea challenge, because a lot of these herbs that we're using are used in Africa as well. Some of them might have a different name, but a lot of them are very interchangeable. Now, obviously, some have Ayurvedic origin and background, but if you want me to do a just African herb challenge, I'm down to just do that. That's also works perfectly fine. Okay, Auntie Z says, "Yes, I shampoo weekly and moisturize every other day with hibiscus and marshmallow root tea. I also still with olive oil." Um, okay. So what do you deep? I don't hear anything about deep conditioning, Auntie Z, which should be done every week. I don't see anything about that. And yes, it sounds like you are using something that's hydrating, the hibiscus and marshmallow root tea, but it sounds like you may need something more, like a cream-based moisturizer. I find that if you're experiencing or have experienced moisture overload, you need something more moisturizing than just a tea. Because you have to understand, teas do sometimes have strengthening properties in them as well. So I would recommend, if you shampoo weekly, you deep condition with steam, I would say for you, at least 1 hour, at least 1 hour. And then you can still follow up with your tea, but then you need to use something moisturizing, like a cream-based moisturizer. And then you can follow up with olive oil as your final thing. Okay. Hey, Nika. Hey, Boo. um, Nissy Blue says, "Hi, Michelle. I have started using your DHT oil. Awesome. Awesome. Let me know how you like it. I know it's going to take time for you to like see the effects of it. But one thing I really focus on with that oil is making sure it penetrates no matter you what porosity, anything that you have on your hair. There are very light oils that just penetrate so that you can get those herbal infused benefits deep into the hair follicle. And Sassy says, I like the idea of African herbs too. Okay. Auntie Z, I experienced protein overload because I did a fenugreek paste pre-poo and protein treatment in the same wash day. My hair broke off like crazy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a lot to do. I always try to recommend for people who have not done protein treatments and stuff, try to only do one type of protein treatment or strengthening treatment in a wash day, unless I would say you really know your hair. Like the video I did when I used my strengthening hair mask and my henna treatment together. Like y'all know I really know and understand my hair, but also understand my strengthening hair mask. It is a protein treatment, but it is also a moisturizing treatment. It's perfectly balanced with strength and moisture. So it's not like I'm just doing like an Alpha G treatment on top and then putting henna, because I'm pretty sure at that point anyone's hair would break. I don't know anyone's hair that's strong enough. Maybe there is, but I'm not willing to try. I'm not willing to try that out. But yeah, I would look at what is your deep conditioning routine? She says, yeah, I deep condition after shampoo with heat. Okay, now does your hair? My question is, after you deep condition, does your hair feel soft? Does it feel moisturized? Because I'm finding out more and more as I talk to people online. A lot of people tell me I deep condition and my hair feels like straw, like trash. It just doesn't feel if your hair is not feeling soft and moisturized afterwards, then you need a new deep conditioner, or your deep conditioner is no longer not serving you. And also, if you're still experiencing severe like tangles and matting and everything, oh, it feels soft and moisturized after deep conditioning. Okay, so when is your hair feeling terrible? Like, when is it feeling trash? I really think like you need like a cream-based moisturizer throughout the week so it continues to be moisturized throughout the week. Hey Alana, how are you? And I owe you some messages, girl. Nika says, Ucha, it's the red lip for me. Oh, thank you, boo. I actually just put something, I was like looking a little tired, so I was like, let me put a little red lip on. Thank you, boo. Catherine says, will you add more to the Shebe collection? My hair loves the cream. How about a leave-in with Shebe and Mbunu, or gloss bar, Shebe, Moringa, and Mbunu? I am going to be doing more with the Shebe collection. Y'all know I'm trying to get settled with everything, but yeah, I will be adding more. That collection will definitely have a leave-in. It will end up also having a deep conditioner. And I'm working on a shampoo. So not a shampoo bar, because some of y'all love the shampoo bar. Some of you guys want a really moisturizing shampoo. Like, yeah, so I'm gonna make it's gonna be a full line. That collection is gonna be a full line. I know y'all are so used to me just popping out things, which seems like quickly, but it does take a lot of time behind the scenes to not just formulate products. I can formulate very easy, but I like to do the testing phase and on multiple people, see if they like it, get feedback, try again, et cetera, et cetera. Like I really like to do my homework. So that the products that you get you love, and not just me, because I feel like I love I love everything, but I want you to love, I want it to work for you guys. So sorry. It takes a little bit of time, and I will say, like, things did definitely got busy, and moving was really hectic, and I thought I was gonna have whatever. Moving is always terrible, and then packing, unpacking, and realizing that I think I just need like a little small factory or something, because when I moved, y'all, I have so much stuff, and it's basically my business stuff. It's not even like home stuff. Like I have home stuff, but like I don't know. I just think I need a factory, because if I'm going to start creating another line, um that's a lot. That's a lot. Nargis, she says, "Hi, Nappy, my favorite Nappy." Okay, my name's Michelle, but hello. Faye says, "Hello, hi, dear. How are you?" Okay, Auntie Z says, "Yes, I did condition." Okay. Anika says, "I'm sitting here hella jealous of your puff. It's so perfect." Oh, thank you. Oh, girl, don't be jealous. Your hair is so perfect too. Harton says, "What if you have hard water? What should you do?" If you have hard water, I would get a filter. Get something like a screw-on filter that you can put to your faucet, so that will help. Also, if you have hard water, I would do a final rinse. Actually, any of the teas that we're using, or a little apple cider vinegar in it, do a final rinse to help get rid of some of that harshness out of your water on your scalp. And you want to make sure I always say this: people use a lot more apple cider vinegar than they need. I would say like a teaspoon to like 3 cups of water. Um, and if you have the option as your final rinse, don't use the water there. Use water, bottle water, the spring water, distilled water as part of your final rinse. That way it will help like keep the minerals down on your last final rinse. Misty Blue says, "Can the DHT oil be applied to my hair instead of my scalp for the benefits?" Yeah, but understand hair grows from the scalp, so like you definitely want to make sure you're getting it on the scalp, but definitely you can use it on your individual strands. That oil is very light, very penetrating, so you can definitely have some of those benefits on your individual strand, but we really want to focus that on your scalp though. Hey Vanessa, she says, "Hey lady, how are you, dear?" Faces, just to check in. I know you had said your work on products to cover grays. Did that come to life yet? Um, did I say to cover grays? I thought I made a. Did I say that? Oh, no, I'm trying to think. No, it has not come to life yet. I didn't think I thought I was focusing. There was the purple shampoo and all that I did for grays, for people who were wanting their gray hairs to be like vibrant and everything. But to cover the grays, no, I haven't. I didn't realize I said that. I'm sorry. Other than that, I mean, I'm thinking like my henna treatments, my henna gloss bars are great to help cover grays, but yeah, I'm not sure. Uh, Nicole says these hair teas are bae when used correctly. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Oh, Narja says, "Hello, hello. I'm very happy to see you." Thank you. Good to see you. Well, good to chat with you too. Auntie Z says, "It feels great after deep conditioning. However, I still see breakage. I never experienced breakage before protein overload. I will try a cream-based moisturizer on top of the tea." Yeah. Also, Auntie Z, when was your last trim? Um, if it's been months and you haven't had a trim, that could also be it. And are you seeing like small breakage? Or are you seeing like big, like, are this breakage like long or like very really short? I call them the little C's. Are you seeing little C's in the shower? Because if that's the case, then you just might need a trim. Night, don't start. You're not even hungry, so calm down. I told you I started cooking his food early, and now he's demanding that I feed him. He doesn't get fed till 5 o'clock, so he can calm down, Mr. Emotional over here. Catherine says, "Great. Keep the hibiscus and shea cream scent for the collection. It's wonderful." Oh yeah, I will. That whole line would be the same scent. Tiffany says, "I'm trying to hold out till Black Friday to order a lot of shampoo bars. What's the shelf life so I can buy enough to last a year?" Oh, those last years. Those are good for like years. There is, yeah. Narja says, "Are you ignoring me?" No, I'm not ignoring you. I'm actually going through the list of everybody who's commenting and responding as I'm scrolling. Otisha says, hey, not sure if you already answered or not, but do the teas need to be refrigerated throughout the week to keep fresh? Oh, yes. Yes, they do. These are not preserved, so definitely keep it in the fridge for at least a week, and then use it up within the week and throw it out. Other than that, y'all, if you've left the tea out, toss it. You don't want to put anything that's growing bacteria onto your scalp. And I'm sorry, I will actually mention that in the next in the next video, since I didn't before. But just think about it, just for reference, like any type of tea, if you were drinking a regular tea, after 2-3 days, usually it gets spoiled. If you were actually probably after a day or two, it gets spoiled if you were to leave it out all day. Keisha's Designs. Hello, everyone. Hi, dear. Tiffany's, I missed it. I was on the phone. What is this line? You can briefly say the main ingredient. Oh, Tiffany, it will be the Shea and Hibiscus line. I'm doing a complete line with that. So you know you have just the cream right now. It will be a full line. Nicole says your hibiscus cream is so awesome. Thank you. It is literally like my favorite. I'm obsessed with it. It's actually the only thing right now I have. No, I used to leave it as a base, but it's the only thing I have in my hair right now. I don't know. I have the light right here, so it's a little bit harsh, but it's the only thing I have in my hair. Woo, these grays, y'all. These grays. It is time for a henna treatment. All right. Nika says, cough, cough, it's time for a factory boo. Cough, cough. It really is. It really is. Like, I'm telling you, when I moved and I saw how many boxes I have of just like raw ingredients, bottles, I had, because, there's like a bottle shortage right now. So I had ordered, like, I get the bottles in like 450 to 500 in a case. I get cases. So my second bedroom already had like 5 cases of just the empty bottles. So I have the bottles for like the leave-in, which dupes for the bottles for the shampoo. I have the 8-ounce bottles, which I usually try to keep anywhere between about 1,000 in stock, because I use those for the twist cream, the hibiscus cream, all the butters. They all use the 8-ounce size bottles, and they go so quickly. So I try to use at least like 500 to 1,000 in stock. Then I have the deep conditioners, the 12-ounce. Then I have the 16-ounce deep conditioner bottles. Then I have the bottles for the oils, the 4-ounce and the 2-ounce sizes. And then I have all raw ingredients, all the butters, raw butters and oils. And like my second bedroom has literally, it's factory time. I'm saying all that to say, Nika, like, you're right. Like, when I was moving, I had my friends help me. They were like, Michelle, and I was like, yeah. I just need, I think I just need a factory, because if I want to continue to create more products, I'm going to need more space. Like, where I'm going to put it all. My whole entire house cannot be full of products everywhere. Hard distance. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you, Sassy. Nika says he's a growing boy. He needs his yum yum. Oh, Nika, he's spoiled. He's spoiled. I made breakfast this morning. You know who also had breakfast with me? He did. He's not hungry. He is not hungry. Jasmine says, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, dear. Curly Yaya says, I know this is random, and I think you've addressed this months ago, but I forgot the answer. Is it a bad thing to put deep conditioner on the scalp? No, it is not. I actually did a complete YouTube video on this, because we get this question quite often. There has been a lot of talk about this, but so some of the research that I found on this was that our scalp can get very, very dry due to lack of maybe sebum production. When we use shampoos that can actually strip and make our scalp feel dry, and that it was actually okay to use conditioner on the scalp. But as long as you don't have any type of dermatitis or severe dandruff or anything. You always try to say, like, some shampoos, remember there's like, sometimes there's like a 2-in-1 shampoo conditioner. Night. Hush. Sometimes they have a conditioner that's like a 2-in-1 shampoo conditioner, because they realize that there are things that can be allowed with using conditioner on your scalp. But I'll say this, if it's irritating your scalp, don't use it. if you have any type of scalp conditions, don't use it. Night. No. Okay, sorry. Let's see. Letitia says, thank you. You're welcome. Auntie C says, I'm seeing small and medium breakage, strands that are shorter than the length of my hair. I had a trim 3 months ago and will be getting one this week. Okay. So I would recommend, if you're still experiencing severe protein overload, deep condition, and then midweek, just use why is my brain going blank? Co-wash. It was like, oh Lord. Midweek, use like a co-wash. Next week, and then I'm just gonna use, if you're washing Sunday, shampoo your hair Sunday, deep condition. Wednesday, do a co-wash, moisturize your hair. Next Sunday, shampoo, deep condition. You might just need to get more moisture into your hair. And it's also sounding, because you don't have anything cream based throughout the week, your hair is drying out. It's probably making it drier and breaking off. Shanna says, hello all. Will the new line include a gel? Yes, the new line will include a gel. Yvette says, yay for the upcoming NIA and Chevier and Hibiscus line. Yes, thank you. I'm excited for it because I think this is like one of my favorite too. Heaven says, off the topic, the word nappy is offensive to some folks. Your hair isn't nappy, it's beautiful. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so if you haven't watched, I actually have a video about why I use the word nappy, because there was a negative connotation towards it. And it was something growing up that like my mom had always told me my hair was nappy because, so my sister has like looser and bigger curls. And my mom would always tell me like, oh, but your hair is nappy. Like you can't do the same thing as your sister because your hair is nappy. And so I really tried to use that word, take that negative connotation and turn it into something positive because, you know, I was relaxed for, I can't even say not most of my life, but a large portion of my life. And I wanted to be like, okay, well, I'll just be nappy then. Like, if that's what my hair is, then I'll just be nappy. So that's where Now I Am Nappy came from. I have a whole video talking about why I chose that name. And I do think my hair is beautiful. So thank you. I do appreciate it. Okay. Chenrika says, hey all, just made it. Hello. I'm sorry, I know I always say this, but I'm not gonna be on for too much longer. I'm gonna probably leave at 2:30. So if you do have any questions, please just let me know now so I can try to get to them. She says pre-pooing now. Awesome. Tiffany says, Knight is a big baby. He's such a spoiled baby. He is such a baby. Swissy Fly says, hey Michelle, please don't change the formulas ever. Sometimes companies sacrifice quality to expand. Well, I definitely won't. When I expand, I can't say it's still gonna be me because let me tell you, I'm gonna hire some help because I need help. But yeah, I do understand that, and I would rather have quality and stick true to who I am and how I want products for myself, and therefore products for you guys. So I am not changing the formulas. I hear you. Let's see. Nicole says, so when you make your products, are you using only extracts or can you use raw materials? For instance, aloe vera, marshmallow root, oats gel, etc. So when I formulate, I only use extracts. Not only, but yes, I focus mainly on extracts because they, when you buy in bulk from a lab, the labs use proper techniques so that they are preserved properly so that they can have a longer shelf life. So when I talk about raw materials, there are still raw oils and butters and stuff that I order and get. But the herbal extracts I do order from, I have a few companies actually, that I order them from because I don't have time to sit there and extract things from marshmallow roots or oats and stuff. It's just, I don't have the time to do that. And companies are shipping for very affordable. So when you buy in bulk, like I'm buying 25 pounds of things, I don't have time to make 25 pounds of raw aloe vera or raw marshmallows. I just don't have the time. So, and it's just more cost effective to do it like that. So Tiffany says your ZZ plant is gorgeous. Oh, thank you. She is so crazy. She got all of these new, I can't see if you, all of these new stems within the last like maybe 3 weeks. She's thriving. I probably need to change, put her in a different pot. Y'all, I have so many plants in my living room right now that have grown like crazy over the last, I don't know, month. I guess summertime is the growing months. And this plant, I almost killed her. All of these leaves up here are new. All of these are new. I didn't realize how much water ferns take. They take so much water, like daily watering in the summertime. Well, at least where I'm at, you know. But I've been so thankful that I have not killed any plants yet. Should I knock on wood? Because let me tell you, I'd be struggling. And thank you, Tiffany. Vanessa says, happy to see you chatting it up. Thank you. Thank you. Learning about hair is wonderful. Thanks. You're so welcome. Misty says, how can I extend the days between wash day? I would like to wash every 2 weeks instead of weekly, but my scalp usually itches. Honestly, Misty Blue, this exactly the same problem that I have. I don't know a work around it. I know some people who use dry shampoos midweek, or I guess in between the weeks when their hair gets like dry and itchy. I've seen some people like get apple cider vinegar and water diluted and then go each section in and scrub on their scalp. I personally do not have that kind of time to do all that, because by the time I finish doing all that, I probably could have shampooed my hair. And yeah, as someone, I work out and I'm a head sweater. So when I tell you also working out as much as I am right now, by the end of the week, my hair smells and I can't get away from not wash. I have to shampoo it. Like I said, not everyone's the same, but for me, mm-mm. Because let me tell you, I went 10 days the other time, and I tell you, everywhere I was like, go wash your hair. You know, you turn, you smell that whiff of it's not happening. So if anyone does have any suggestions about it, please leave it in the chat, because I have not found a way around it. It just doesn't work out for me. Sassy says, do you ship to West Africa? I currently do not. I know I said I was looking into it, and I really just need to go ahead and look into it. I do have like, I don't know, DHL, say DHT. DHL says they ship, but then I hear a lot of people are complaining, not from me, but like other companies, that they're not receiving their products. And so I don't know. I have to find what works best, because the companies I want to use, I'm not hearing great things about. And so I don't really know what is the alternative, right? Okay. Oh, Brown and TT says, hi, everyone. Notification sign on YouTube. But I mean, YouTube has been really playing lately. Actually, it's like, as soon as if I stop going live for a little while, it just decides, oh, we're not going to send notifications out when you decide to go back live again. So, yeah. I'm glad you're here, though. Swissy Fly says, any plans to make larger conditioner and shaving cream sizes for us tailbone lip naturals? Testing your patience. I was like, I actually just kind of answered this. I do. My goal is to eventually. Oh, you can't hear me? Can y'all not hear me? Let me know in the chat. I'm breaking up. Let me ask you guys. Oh, you can. Okay. I just saw Ida. Ida said I'm breaking up. She couldn't hear me. Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe it's your connection then. Okay. All right. So let me go back. So yes, the goal is eventually to make some larger sizes. I said I'm trying right now. There's a bottle shortage because of COVID still. And so I'm going to try and get some more. And this is what I was saying, like, I just need more space. I'm going to try and get some more 16-ounce containers and see what's the other size up that I can get that's larger. Just getting things right now is really, really hard. And I was just saying right now, for me, it's like lack of space. If you watched the earlier part of the video, I kind of like just talked a little bit about this. But yeah, I would like to do, I was at the twist cream, the shaving cream, and the 16-ounce sizes. The conditioners, I don't know what the next size up would be. Like the company that I order from right now, the 16 ounce is the largest they have, unless I have to order like professional, um, and I have to look into this, but like salon size pump bottles, which is what I'm assuming you're talking about, because I do have a 16-ounce deep conditioner. I'm assuming you want something more than that. Um, so I would see about getting into that. I will say though, the definitely probably within the next, I don't know, month or two, I'm gonna definitely do the twist cream and the shea cream in the 16-ounce sizes. I'm also gonna upgrade the leave-in to a larger size bottle as well. As the more I use it, the more I see how quickly I can go through it. And I know y'all are having it's the same issue. So I do want at least like a 16 or 20-ounce spray bottle on leave-in for the O and Owl collection. And I'm working on that leave-in for the hibiscus and shea cream. Nika says, cousin, I miss you all. Ava says, I have CCCA and need help. Have been using mostly homemade products. I have my hair in braids, not tight. I use the tea on my scalp. Can you suggest anything else? Ava, a lot of times the CCCA is connected to something internally. If you watch my video actually on my CCCA, it was connected to my iron anemia. So I would highly recommend you go to your doctor and ask for a blood test. And if there's nothing, like a lot of times it's your vitamin D deficient or your iron deficient, which causes or triggers that. CCCA is, I would say probably 95% of the time internal. Occasionally it is external due to like tension and stuff, but most of the time it's internal. Sometimes it can be connected to your hormones. So I would highly recommend you go to your doctor for that, because the topical treatments they're going to help a little, but the internal issue is causing it. So it's just going to like continually be a problem until you get that fixed. And just so you know, as someone who suffered from severe iron anemia, it took me like 6 months before I saw any real significant change in the regrowth of my hair in that area. Maybe 8 months, 6 to 8 months. Because you have to understand, like when I don't know if you're iron deficient, but like for me, when I'm so iron deficient, my iron stores were so low. So my body was focused on just like taking care of my internal organs and not really caring about my hair, skin, and nails. So you understand, this is the highest point of your hair. It's the least amount of blood flow. Your hair, your body's like, we don't care about any of that. We care about your heart, your internal organs thriving and living. So it focuses on that. So we also have iron stores in our body. So mine were so depleted. It takes time for your iron stores to get full before your body decides it wants to give iron and back out to other portions of your body that they deem it's not necessary for living. So just check with that. I know you said you have braids in your hair. Just also be careful again. I know you said they're not too tight, but really be careful, because your scalp at that point is very sensitive. I do want to recommend also giving yourself a nice scalp massage. Keep that blood circulation there as well, because like I said, your body, if you are deficient in something, your body is telling you like, I don't care about these things right now. I care about internal, like in this portion. So, go to your doctor. I see Brown and Nika showing love. Tiffany says, mine isn't growing any new stems. I don't know what to do. Is your pot crowded? Like this, now that I have all these new stems, my pot is crowded. Like it's time to probably repot this in a slightly bigger pot. Also, did you fertilize it? It's summertime. They should be growing at this point, or have had a growth spurt. So you can also use fertilizer. What's also great fertilizer, and I didn't mention in my banana tea video, banana peel tea is amazing fertilizer for your plants. Okay. Sassy says, how long do you keep your protective styles in? I like to see you do a protective style challenge where we keep the same style in for a month and we see how you care for your hair. Usually when I have a protective style, which I usually keep my hair in I usually do protective styles on my own hair, using my own hair. At most it's like 2 weeks, but I want like the last time I had any type of real like extension hair were my braids, and I kept them in for 6 weeks. and then I wash my hair. You can go back to March of this year, and I had my hair in braids for the entire month of March into April. Um, but are you talking about a specific protective style? My issue with, and again, like with any type of, I don't use extension hair too often. I really like to focus and keep my channel focused on how to care for your own natural hair. But I do acknowledge that naturals do whatever they want. They use extension hair. We do braids, we do twists, we do locks, we do whatever we want to do because that's our black girl magic, right? But yeah, so during that challenge, I definitely left my braids in, and we were in the middle of the tea challenge. But I showed you how to cleanse your scalp with it, how I deep conditioned my hair, and how I used the Ayurvedic teas, my leave-in conditioner throughout that whole entire month. So if you look in the month of March, if you scroll back down to when you see me wearing braids in the video, you can see all of that. Haida says, I've never used a protein treatment. How would I know a protein treatment? So protein treatments will specifically state on the bottle that they're protein treatments. There are also things called strengthening hair masks, which are basically conditioners that contain proteins inside of it. Most of the time, if it says anything with strengthening on it, it means it has some either form of protein in it. Sometimes keratin, proteins, collagen. It might have forms of amino acids. Well, yeah, it should have amino acids. It should never be like a full blown so I'll just say it should be a hydrolyzed protein because those are the only types that our hair can actually receive. Amino acids too. So that's how you would know if it's a protein treatment. It should state it specifically. And if you feel like, how do you know you need one? And I hope you're still on, Ida. Usually I would say this: if you have fine to medium hair and you manipulate your hair frequently, infrequently, you probably need a protein treatment every 6 to 8 weeks. How strong of a protein treatment is going to be contingent on your strands, right? So I have very fine strands. So I can get away with generally a harsher type of protein treatment. If you have medium to coarse strands, you might need a lighter protein treatment. You might do better with like my strengthening hair mask or anything that's strengthening that comes in a mask form that has a conditioner along with the protein because it's usually balanced very well so that your hair gets to strength and moisture and then you're like one and done. Whenever you do a protein treatment, if it's just a pure protein treatment, you have to do a deep conditioner afterwards, which means you're just giving yourself pure protein. And then you're going to usually, like, for instance, the Apogee treatment, I actually have a video on Apogee. You put it on, your hair gets very, very, very hard. You don't touch it. You leave it on for, I don't know, however long, 30 minutes? I don't even remember. But it says on the bottle, I talk about it all in the video. And then you rinse it out and then you deep condition your hair after that. Yeah. Hi. So, and how do you know if you need one? I don't know if I answered that, but other than like, your hair, if you're experiencing breakage, if you're experiencing that your hair cannot seem to maintain moisture, if your hair seems very limp and like just almost like mushy, you're fine. You're fine. Okay. I know I made your food and I know it's now impossible for you to think straight, but it's okay. Let's see here. But I hope that answers your question. All right, Nika says, you and Michelle were bright spots of my day and y'all not. I know. Sassy says to Misty, I've read that aloe vera gel can be used as a shampoo. So you could put that on your scalp to soothe your itchy scalp. I've heard that. I'm not sure how 100% how true that is. It might help soothe your scalp. I don't know if you could use it as a shampoo, but it definitely could help soothe your scalp. It does have antifungal, antibacterial properties, so it probably is going to help nourish it, help soothe it. I don't know. I hear you. I hear y'all talking. Vanessa says, I love to wash my hair 2 a week because I don't do the smell or any other issue. Lots of essential oils and shampoos, and then co-wash might help. Yeah. Okay, so y'all can hear me. Ida says she cannot. Ida, you might want to maybe like log in and log back in again. Thank you. Tay says, don't forget to click the like button. Thank you. Yes, the jump. Vanessa says, yes, the jumbo size. Okay. No problem, Michelle. You should be held accountable for growing my hair this way. Well, Sissy Fly, I'm glad I can help grow your hair that long. That brings me joy. That brings me joy. Vanessa's and trial sizes too. Yeah, I thought about doing like a small like travel pack. Um, yeah, I have all these wonderful ideas. I just need to like get a little factory and hire some help and stop playing around, really, at this point. Jackson says yes, 32-ounce deep conditioner. Oh, y'all coming through. Okay. Okay. What I'll do, I'll say this. What I'll do is I will start small because I know you guys will say like, yes, I want a 32 ounce. I'll see what I can get in stock as soon as possible. Like I said, the issue is not every company sells them. There's also a bottle shortage, shocker, because COVID and whatever, it's still a mess. I will say this, if not before then, definitely by Black Friday, y'all will have all of the big sizes. Hopefully way before then, like my goal is before then, but depending on how long it's going to take for me to get them in stock, and then I have to get labels printed and all of that, I would say it definitely will be at least a month, like a month for sure. Because usually shipping times on things have just been horrendous, like horrendous. So Brown says, oh yeah, 16-ounce hibiscus dollar. Yeah. That one is easy. Like that I can make. I just need to like redo the labels and get new labels printed. I have a printer who does all of that for me. Everything is switching over to waterproof labels on everything. So if you do have some that are paper, will be the last bit of the paper labels. Everything's going to be waterproof. Okay, Sassy says, you're welcome. I'm also trying to extend my wash day, and I've been spraying my scalp with aloe vera juice right now. Well, I hope it works because I just can't. I wish I could because my fine strands, I think, would do well with a wash day every 2 weeks. But the way I sweat, it's a no for me. T Stone says, I came up with products that grew more hair from CCCA. Okay, what did you use? Sassy says, yes, trial sizes. Okay. I treat it using internal and external products. Okay. Hallelujah for bigger sizes of creams and leave-in. My hair is growing and I can go through the products faster. Yeah. Same with me. Anytime I'm like going through my products, I'm going through them very, very quickly. And that's why I was like, okay, it's time. It's definitely time. Regrow too. Okay, I can hear you now. Tiffany says, all my other plants are thriving with so many new stems, just that one. It's always just one, trust me. I have a plant that just doesn't like to, I'm pretty sure she hates me, but it's okay. I fertilized her this summer, and she actually decided she liked me this summer. So, I'm thankful. Usually she likes to give me issues. Sassy says, any protective style, even with your own hair. Oh, yeah. I mean, well, I do the twists. Y'all see me wash my hair and twist all the time. But let me tell you this. If I wash my hair, I can get up to, and I think I did it in the last, so we did a protective style last fall, right? In the last protective style challenge, when I had twisted my hair, I leave them in for 3 weeks, and I wash and moisturize and did all that wonderful things in that protective style in my twist. And then by the third wash, though, I have to take them out because other than that, I will have locks. My hair will kink up on each other and lock up on each other because that's what my hair does. I like it for doing that. Like one day I'm going to lock my hair. So good to know within like 3 weeks, almost in a month, I'm going to have mini locks. Because let me tell you, the point of the protective style is so that your hair can grow and retain length. And it's like no point if you're ripping through your hair when you're trying to disentangle it. So yeah. Night. Calm down. I'm sorry for making your food early. I'm sorry. I won't do that. It's like torture for you. I'm sorry. Nika said, Michelle, banana water for plants is gold. But Papa, it smells like death. I let it sit for 3 to 5 days and it gives me oil. No, don't let it sit for 3 to 5 days, girl. You do the banana water like I did in the video. So I boil it, like make a tea from it, and I put that thing in the fridge. You cannot leave it out. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Sassy says, I'm trying it now. I want to wash it, but don't want it to shrink up on itself. Well, wash it in braids or wash it in twists. Sorry, Mr. Dramatic over here. Brandon says, I highly recommend going through NowIamNappy's YouTube page thoroughly. The wealth of knowledge there is amazing. Yes. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you. I would say I have a lot of these questions that I'm hearing are I've done videos on every single topic we've actually talked about today. So definitely take a look through it because it is all there. It is definitely all there. And then some. There's probably some things that you don't even know is there, you haven't even asked about that you probably thought about, and it's on there. I mean, from trimming your hair to building an Ayurvedic regimen to CCCA hair loss to protective styles. We literally did a 12-week protective style challenge. Um, tea challenges. This is our second round of tea challenges. How to do an Ayurvedic wash day challenge. We did weekly wash days, and I did full wash days for you guys in our last Ayurvedic challenge. So a lot of these questions are definitely found there. I don't mind answering them here, but if you want like more in depth about it, because I will talk about the science behind all of that, it is in all of those videos. And thank you, Brownin. Jamaica says, what's your thoughts about doing mini twists on your own hair and keeping them a month, but still maintaining your weekly wash day routine? Oh, I think that's perfectly fine as long as it works for you. I think I kind of just commented on it before I saw this thing, but for me, 3 weeks is as much as I can do before I get mini locks. But if you can get through a month of it, by all means. I find the less you can manipulate your hair, the better. Yeah, I don't have an issue with it. I did it in my last challenge, so by all means. Are vitamins B, example, biotin, can act as proteins, equal strengthening? Not really, no. Biotin is more like a vitamin. And so when you think of proteins or strengthening, you want to think of stuff like, I'm trying to think of like a proper term, like amino acids, usually like hydrolyzed protein. Biotin is more like a vitamin. It is a vitamin. It's not more like biotin is a vitamin. What are you, Catherine? What are you? What are you looking for? Are you looking for something strengthening in like your products, or what exactly are you looking for? Oh, Vanessa says, so you should leave the banana water in the fridge. Yeah, I would. I would definitely leave it in the fridge. I would say by day 2 or 3, that thing is probably funky. Funky. Brandon says, Night is like, oh, what's going on? He's so nosy. He is so nosy. Ida says, I have very fine strands and low density. Okay, yeah. See, I have very fine strands, but I have high density, which is always why people think that I have like sometimes like medium strands. But when you get to see it, you're like, okay. When you see me do videos, you'll see like, okay, you actually have really fine strands. Ida. What were we talking about? I'm scrolling back up. Protein treatments. Oh, if you have fine strands and low density, I would start with the strengthening. I would start with the strengthening mask. See how your hair responds to it. I would actually check out my protein video I did. It's me and my nephew on the cover, and I talk about the different size of proteins. And how some people will have one protein treatment and like, oh, my hair hates protein. And sometimes it's like, your hair doesn't hate all proteins. Your hair may just not respond to that particular protein, right? And in that video, I talk about small proteins versus large proteins. And so I highly recommend you take a look at that. And I always recommend, if you've never done a protein treatment before, don't start out with anything wild or crazy. I highly recommend starting out with a strengthening hair mask. You can use mine. You can use another company's. Most of them will say strengthening hair mask on the cover, or they'll say hair mask. And a lot of times a hair mask means that there's protein in it. Do something that's well balanced with protein and moisture if you've never done it before. And then work your way up to something stronger over time to see how your hair responds to it. Let me see. Oh, Sharon says, yeah, waterproof labels. Yes. I'm upgrading. Like I'm like trying to do too many things, but like I'm also trying to get my website redone. I'm also hiring a photographer to do professional photos. I'm trying to do like a mini photo shoot with me and some of my friends who have natural hair. All of that. All of that. Nika says, because Knight is protesting because she's making him wait to get his delicious food. Nika, don't be out here having people riot against me. Knight is fine. Knight is fine. Knight gets fed at 5 o'clock. It's 2:30. It's 2:30. It's only because like I'm actually about to log off because I have somewhere to be at 3 o'clock for my rehearsals, and so I try to make his food a little bit earlier so that way I could just feed him as I leave. But and I knew I had the live, but Mr. Dramatic over here, I cook his food. Okay, if y'all don't know, he gets home cooked food, spoiled, rotten. But he demands, now that I've made it, he's demanding that I give it to him. But he's gotta wait. He's gotta wait. He won't die, no matter what he's telling you. I promise. Sharon says, Michelle, how do you store your used shampoo bar? I have a little thing. Like a little, what do you call that? Like a soap where you put your soap at so that it can like dry out. I have a wooden one, so I just put it on top of there and let it dry so that it doesn't get wet repeatedly. Brownie says, oh, I see. I'm like Knight, belly first. Always belly first 100% of the time. Knight does not care. Knight's like, you've cooked the food, now give it to me. Texas says, will you ever make the stimulating oil without henna? I've thought about it. Maybe I will. Maybe I should. Because you guys have asked before, but then I've made like 3 different other oils. And I was like, do you guys really need it without the henna? Yeah, I'll make one. I'll do it. I will. Nika says, the gardening groups lead me astray. Girl, I did swear it's poison. I wet them plants with it, but they bloom so beautifully. Girl, I'm on the girl, I have a bunch. There's like a Black girl plant group on Facebook. They actually help me out with a lot, but yeah, as far as I know, you're supposed to put that thing in the banana thing in the fridge. Knight, no, stop. Give it a rest. Okay, I'm gonna get through these real quick. I'm gonna start answering this question real quick, and then I gotta go because I actually have practice to get to. Let's see here. Missy says, thank you for all that you do for us. You're so welcome. Sassy says, I did the protective style challenge, but I remember changing the style each week. Yeah, the first 3 weeks though, if you remember the first 3 weeks of the challenge, I had twists in my hair, I want to say. If it wasn't the first 3 weeks, it was like the second. If you look, it's like a whole month. It's about 3 to 4 weeks in there. I have twists in my hair. I might have styled them differently, but I still had the twist in for that entire time. Browna says, thank you for answering all my questions. You're welcome, dear. Browna says, taking down my mini twist of 3 weeks now. I'm like, ooh, yeah. Catherine says, I just want to make sure the vitamins in my shampoo are not strengthening to avoid breakage. Okay, I got you. Ida says, thank you. You're welcome. Because you brave, I would cry. Octavia says, my question is for people who have 4B right side and 4C left side. Is there a balance process? Because I do too much and 4C side is dry. I would just section your hair off. So I have this part of my hair is 4C and it's really, really kinky and like just responds differently. Then down here is like, I don't know, there's like a section here that's like 3 something. And then right on top of that is 4C. And the rest of my hair is 4C. And then, 4B. I don't know. It's a mix of all type. I'll section that hair off specifically. I don't know what I did. And I will work on that specifically on its own. I will treat it completely different. It just responds differently to things. When I moisturize it, I will literally pull that section out differently, moisturize it, seal it with a butter, a heavier product. I understand each side of your hair, and for most people, responds so very, very, very different. So you can just treat it very differently. Feel free to section it off, put it into large twists in that section, and then work on it accordingly. If anyone else has any other suggestions, please feel free. Nika. Big things are going on, Nika. Yes. I can't wait to see the photo shoot pictures. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, all. When did you tingle? I may very well cry. It's like two heads. Yeah, two Team Brown and Nika. I don't know who has more hair, but I just know that's a lot. Oh, sassy soap dish. Yes, thank you, girl. Thank you. You know my brain don't be working sometimes. Uh, thank you, Nika. She said cater to the 4C side. Mm-hmm. T-Stone's oil, castor oil, olive oil, vitamin C oil, hemp seed oil. Oh, that's your thing to help with the DHT. Yeah, those are great. Those are great. Those are really great. A lot of those same oils are in my and herbs are in my DHT oil for the same reason because they do really work. Um, Texas says my blood disorder thanks to you. Oh wow, you found that out, sis? Well, I'm glad. Look, I'm glad you went to the doctor. I always tell people like sometimes you go to the doctor and you really we don't ask for the right test or they don't run the right test and we miss out on things. But I'm thankful that you found that out. Mm-mm. Um, for internally use pumpkin seed oil, horsetail, iron pill, fish oil, collagen. Thank you, T Stones. Okay, Brown and Anika. All right, Octavia, thank you so much. You're welcome, Nika, for sure. Okay. All right, you guys. I have to run because I gotta get ready for practice. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions that I missed, like leave it down in the comment section. I won't be home till like after 8 today, so I probably won't be able to respond to back. But if you leave the questions in there, I will definitely try to get back to you guys. Oh, Texas just said with people with G6PD disorder should not use henna. Oh, well, really good to know. So I definitely will. I definitely will make something without the henna for you guys. Cause and Michelle, all y'all on the Clock and Bird app. Yep, I'm on. I don't use the Bird app as much, but I am on the Clock app. Thank you, Sharon. She said, have a great week. Thank you, dear. Bye, Brownin. I'm glad you caught it too. I'll see you guys for Tip Tuesday, and I will respond if you have any other questions in the chat later on tonight when I get back home. I see y'all there. Bye, everyone. Have a good one. Don't forget to like the video if you found it helpful.